hot. Hot.
My name is Max.
This guy's Samson.
We got a camera, some mics, so you know what's happening.
Some shows are great.
And some shows are smart.
Some shows make no sense right from the start.
We try to split the difference.
And try to do it all.
We'll save you the suspense.
Here's
what it's called.
This is the Pretty Good Podcast. Chorus line.
It's the chorus line.
It's the perfect time.
It's the perfect time to
Describe what this show is in a few lines. As long as we're not in a...
Isn't it pretty?
Isn't it so gorgeous here?
Okay, let's get it still for a minute.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome. Oh shit. Sorry. Hello.
Hi there. We're in the elements. Can't you see?
We're in
It's
nature. It's really nice.
It's a little windy, but we're making do.
We're making do.
As you can tell by this gorgeous landscape,
It's kind of.
you know the
seems like
the
the world's
AC's on.
caving in on you.
The AC's on, so we.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Well, then how are we gonna? Well, what background are we gonna use?
This one.
All right, fine. Sure, that works, I guess. Unprofessional as shit, but hot take.
Hot take.
If there's traffic and you're riding your bike, if you're riding your bike and there's a lot of traffic out and you're riding with no handlebars, just free balling it,
Yeah.
fuck you. Because you're like, I'm in control, but like you're not. You hit one pine cone and you're in traffic and dead.
That's pretty true. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty notorious for that.
That's ignorant. Fucking 2 hands on the handlebars.
2 hands all times. 9, 10, and 2.
If there's cars around. Anyways,
10 and 2.
I wrote
I saw that you had some things down, like the questions.
It's questions that we both have no business answering, but we should.
Word. I kind of saw that you went with questions, and I was happy because I had the thought that since we were going to be, like, out in nature, we could do, like, wild animal and nature, like, trivia questions.
Oh. I mean, these aren't that.
I know.
But
they're questions.
If we have any nature questions, yeah, ask them. Sorry about the wind.
Yeah, I didn't account for this, but it's happening.
It was nice in the valley. Let's see. Oh, also, today is National Brothers Day and National Scavenger Hunt Day.
That's today.
We scavenger hunted this table.
Yeah, we scavenger hunted a picnic table. A picnic table, boo-boo.
Yep. So,
Time to find us a picnic basket, eh? Oh, picnic, boo-boo. Hey, boo-boo.
so these are parenting questions.
Okay.
Basically questions that parents have asked. And us, the childless childs, we're going to give our advice.
I love it. I love it.
Question 1. How do I get my infant to sleep? I've heard shaking is what you don't want to do. Even though it works almost 100% of the time.
I've heard. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit. Okay, cool. Actually, all the way up. There we go. That's nice. Okay. So, the wind is but a rumble now.
Yeah, really. Yeah, no. Every time you comment on the wind, it's going to start blowing again.
That's so true.
That's just how it works.
I think the way to put a baby to sleep is to use whiskey.
like a shot or like a Jack and Coke or Manhattan or something?
Just actually, no, you just give it to him, you give it to him neat, no ice, you know, just in a glass.
What if the baby wants it on ice, and that's why it's not sleeping?
No, because you can't go to sleep drinking cold whiskey. You have to drink warm whiskey.
I mean, they drink warm milk, so...
Yeah, no, actually, I have heard that, people get their babies to, like, go to sleep by putting, like, whiskey on their binkies.
I've heard the same sort of it. They just dip their finger in and lick it up.
Lick it up, little alcoholic. You little fetus.
Maybe find out what kind of music or podcast your baby jives to. Like maybe this one. Maybe this. If this puts you to sleep, it'll put your baby to sleep.
I think that.
Ah!
Jesus Christ, that
See?
scared me, dude. That was horrifying.
That's a lullaby.
Oh my God.
Well, you're not a baby, so that bit wasn't for you.
Jesus Christ. I wish I wasn't wearing my sunglasses because there was, maybe you could see it, but I had pure terror in my eyes, for sure. Yeah, no, whiskey. Definitely whiskey. And definitely just fill up their bottle with whiskey and just give it to them. Just let them go.
Just a double?
Yeah, maybe drop an Ambien in it, too. If you get them started early, then they'll never OD.
But then your baby will be like, you know, tweeting shit they don't want to tweet. And question 2, I think. So that's how you put your baby to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Just, you know, cool. Classic me, second guessing myself.
Classic Max, just not knowing what the fuck he's doing.
Question 2. How are we going to support this child? NFTs. You make a cartoon rendering of your baby.
I don't know, like with my hands.
They're not that heavy.
Yeah, like
The heaviest.
what kind of question is that? I mean, you could also use like one of those like car baby seats.
They have handles on them for carrying.
Yeah, they're made to support the baby. Like,
Strollers.
yeah, dude, strollers. They're made with support for sure because they like keep the head up, you know. I think that's a dumb question. What an idiot! Like, come on. Clearly, unless you don't have arms.
How do you support the baby? You look at it and you go, "You got it. You got this, baby."
Yeah, how do you emotionally support your baby? I don't know. You be a decent parent.
Yeah.
Just give them some positive reinforcement every now and again.
You give them some
God.
whiskey.
Yeah, you give them whiskey. You gotta support them, you know?
The answer to all these probably could be whiskey. Question 3. How do I stop my...
Whiskey.
Right?
Wait, what was it?
How do I stop my 2 kids from fighting? Less whiskey.
Yeah, you gotta cut one of them off for sure.
Start giving them beer at that point. They'll tucker them out.
Yeah, they'll get full and have to go to bed before they get too violent.
Give them a fucking Stogue.
No, give your kids some goddamn edibles and watch them conk out. Just tell them, hey kiddos, you want a little candy?
It's like animals when they're babies, they know what to do. So just...
Those kids will never fight again. They'll just become Rastafarians at that.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah,
Drugs. Drugs is the way to get your kids from stop fighting. Or just buy them both a fucking PlayStation.
you fight back, maybe.
Buy them video games. Jesus
Maybe
Christ.
you
But don't
fight-
buy them the same video game because you don't want them playing against each other because that's just going to result in more fights. So
Maybe
you got to
you-
give them different gaming consoles. They have single-player games that they can just play that on. And make sure you get them the same fucking ones so that they aren't like, I want to play your game. I want to play your game.
Maybe you have
Kids
to fight.
suck.
You have to fight
Nah,
one.
kids
You have to
are-
fight the strongest kid, just to show them
Yeah, you gotta-
what a
you
real
have to-
fight is.
No, yeah, you got to beat the shit out of the stronger one to show them that that's not okay.
You need to assert your role as alpha in the house.
Yeah, what are you doing, Mom?
Or is that what you do with dogs?
No, dogs, you bite their ear.
We're not pro hitting kids, but damn it, it's funny, right? What is the right age to allow my kids to date? 10. Next question.
Never.
Yeah, dating's overrated.
You see, this is obviously from someone who doesn't understand. You have to arrange your child's marriages so that they don't date ever anyone, and then they stay clean and holy.
Amen. You can preach. Say it again for the people in the back.
Okay, I will. Arranged marriage.
Well, I don't know. What's the age for like a Tinder profile?
It's 18.
Okay, that.
Okay, yeah, I like
When your
that.
kid is old enough to realize that you can lie about your age. So, 13. I don't know. I've never been on a date. Question 5. When is the right time to speak to my kids about sex?
When they're young, like really young, because like then you can make it like not a big deal for them.
Yeah.
Like teach them about what it is, and that's where babies come from. But don't like teach them obviously like the just make sure that like you're like you gotta like if you instill it in them while they're young, then they will fucking remember it. Like all the people I know that like didn't. I don't know. I just feel like studies show.
And I guess it depends on, just because some people view sex different. And if you want, I think you should let them know that hooking up is a thing, but also there's no shame in not doing that until you're with someone you want to be with all the time.
I think that you should be having like talks about like sex. There should be like multiple different talks about sex, right? Like there's the initial talk about like where babies come from that you need to have with your kid. And you need to tell your kid like what sex is before they fucking just find it on the internet and fucking get ruined by like some porn when they're like 7.
Guilty. It takes what, like 4 weeks to take a driver's ed class? Just, do that with sex, but every time teach them something different. One, like this week, casual hookups. Next day, someone you like. Next day.
Yeah, you need to be having like workshops with your kids, like these like fucking like, alright kids, we're gonna talk about this today. You write shit on the whiteboard, you make flow charts, you fucking make it easy, okay?
If by now you
I
realize...
mean, I'm all for buying your kid a Frosty too, but like a classy one.
If by now you haven't realized that we're just giggling, that says more about you.
True. Dude, look, I just made an arrowhead. I bet we could totally sell that to some person.
Some person.
Look at it. It looks kind of arrowhead enough.
Over there in that
just
creek
enough.
bed before I found a couple of showing the arrow.
I totally didn't just break it off of this bigger rock.
I mean, aren't we all just pieces broken off of a bigger rock?
I could put that in
Easy,
an arrow and kill you, dude.
Okay, question 6. My child is being bullied by his peers. What can I do? Sounds like they're not his peers then.
Peers just means of the same age.
Well, okay.
So you need to get your kids some friends. Or tell them to quit being such a fucking dweeb.
Give him some whiskey.
Give him whiskey to give to the kids who are bullying him, and they'll never bully him again.
Yeah.
Like, give him a water bottle full of whiskey, and have the bullies, like, somehow knock it out of his hand so he spills it, and they will then worship him. They'll think he's the coolest kid around.
The bullies will be like, it smells like my dad.
Oh my god, you're so cool. Did you really just bring alcohol to school? That is crazy. You're like the coolest kid I know. Can you get me alcohol? Boom. Your kid now has all the friends.
Yep, he's going to every party.
I'm sorry, you may say that's shallow, but kids are shallow. And, like, you don't have any real friends until you're out of, like, high school, pretty much.
How important are grades to my child's success? Not very. Get through high school at least.
Yeah, I mean, do good on your SATs and, like, try to get decent grades. But, I mean, you can get into pretty much any state school with, like, a 2.0.
All you really need is rich parents.
That's true. That's also true. If you have rich parents, you can do anything you want in this world.
Can I reward my child with money to teach them its value?
No.
Unless you severely undersell what your reward, like,
yeah.
If you, like, they mow the lawn and you give them...
$50.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, some whiskey. Like, literally, like, nothing.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm all for like, you know, having like paying your kid to do work rather than giving them an allowance. You know, like.
Yeah, I think
it's important to like just you every year you have your kid choose like one item that like they really want that's really expensive and be like, all right, we're gonna start like a savings chart for you or whatever, and you're gonna save up the money yourself, and you're gonna earn money by like, you know, whatever, doing shit that's not your normal chore set.
Or give them some money. Don't tell them what to do with it. Have them spend all of it in an hour. And then be like, where's all that money you had? He's like, I spent it on this cool shit. He's like, you know what I did with that money that I saved for myself? I put it into this, and now it's like quadruple that, bitch. I'm gonna go buy some whiskey.
NFTs
Sucks.
and whiskey.
Yeah.
NFTs and whiskey. NFTs and whiskey.
How do I get through?
That's how you take care of kids.
How do I get through to my stubborn child? You don't. Your kid's probably in his own head thinking about shit, and you probably made him insecure in the first place.
That's true. I heard someone said it. I don't remember who. It was in a TV show, maybe. Everything that is ever wrong with you comes from your family. That was from a stand-up. I can't remember. Was that Neil Brennan?
I don't know.
I think it was Neil Brennan. Yeah, I was watching Neil Brennan, and he said, look no further, because it's all your family.
Yeah. Unless, like, you get hit in the head and then you just go kill someone 20 minutes later.
Yeah, that's CTE.
But, you know, there's exceptions to every rule. Hell, you can even justify murder sometimes. That's what we're doing out here, burying a body. Question 10. How do I raise my child as a co-parent? The same way your parents raised you, baby.
Bada bing, bada boom. Pow, pow.
I think that's all the parenting questions. Yeah.
Co-parent. So stupid. Doesn't that just mean they're divorced?
Oh, yeah. You answer
Such a
that.
stupid thing to fucking say. Co-parent. Shut the fuck up. You're still both full-time fucking parents, you dumb fucks.
Just make sure the kid eats.
You're not you're not a co-fucking... it's just a stupid thing to say. I don't know. Everything around, like, the whole divorce stuff is just, like, fucking dumb. Divorce counseling is stupid. Every family is easier if they're fighting and they get divorced, it's going to be better for everybody. And everybody's going to go through a little bit of heartache, but in the end, they'll realize it.
That made me... I learned the other month that it's cooler to say congrats when somebody gets divorced.
Oh, yeah.
Than to say I'm sorry. Because if they were still together, they would both be miserable.
Exactly.
Now we're on to pets.
Sick.
I feel like this is can be a lot less controversial. Or, depending on the crowd, who people who like
This is
animals
cool
more.
football.
Give her a toss.
No, I don't want to throw it. It was
Heisman.
here.
Question 1. Is my pet too fat? If you're asking, probably.
Or you're fat and you're projecting.
I'm asking for a friend. I'm the friend.
I'm the friend.
My dog keeps getting plastered and ordering 15 cheeseburgers from McDonald's. How
do I stop him?
do I stop my dog?
How do I stop my dog?
Question 2. Why does my dog eat grass? Because have you ever eaten grass? It's
Your dog
delicious.
eats grass because it's green and pretty, and you're giving it shitty food. And now it has an upset stomach. Or it ate something weird.
It's getting the
And now it
nutrients
has
that
an
you're
upset
not giving it.
Grass makes doggies go poo-poo.
And it's so good.
And it tastes delicious.
Dude. My older dog seems to have dementia. Is this possible? How
Yeah.
the fuck do you... Like, it's reading, like, the same page over and over again?
I would say it
It's
probably
calling you
just,
Betty?
like, doesn't respond and, like, doesn't recognize, like, gets angry, like, at them and stuff. There's doggy dementia. But, also, like, it could be just, like, it went blind and now you're surprising it all the time and it's freaking out on you. Or it went deaf and you're surprising it all the time from behind.
Yeah, that would scare me.
Yeah. Could you imagine if you're just
demented.
taking a nap and you're, like, deaf and something just grabs you from behind?
And you
like,
can't hear what... Yeah, that'd be terrifying. When should I give my pet medication for heartworms, fleas, or ticks? When they get heartworms, fleas, or ticks. Come on. This is Vet MD.
When they have the thing, you get meds.
When would you take medicine if you had fleas or ticks?
Probably when I have fleas or ticks. When I get the fleas or ticks.
I took them before we did this hike out here just to pregame.
Just to pregame, just to make sure.
Should I brush my pet's
right
teeth?
Yes. Only like so often. They have those dental sticks. I don't know.
Use your
I
toothbrush.
don't know. Take it to the vet. Make them fucking brush their teeth.
I mean, wolves don't.
Yeah, they just eat bones. Okay.
Yeah, give your dog a bone.
Yeah, give your dog a bone.
How often should I give my
Throw the
pet
dog a bone.
How often should I give my pet a bath? When it smells.
It depends on the dog breed. Dumbass. So be more specific. Googlers. All you Googlers out there, be a little more specific, okay? Be a little bit more specific. Specific. Okay? Be a little bit more specific, okay? Okay, bruh?
What should I do the day before surgery for my pet? I mean, you don't have to do anything. I think your dog has to do it. I mean, if your dog set up the appointment, I think your dog knows what to do.
Yeah, you're not the one getting surgery, idiot.
Yeah, like, you should not eat for 12 hours before. Your dog, though.
Just don't feed your dog.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably the same thing a person would
I
do.
don't know, what'd your vet tell you before they're giving the surgery? Didn't they tell you? Like,
Yeah, you gotta prep
did you
your
forget,
dog.
dude? Like, you're getting surgery in 12 hours and you forgot what your vet told you to do before?
Is there a way I can stop my dog from digging holes in the yard? Well, what if the dog's digging for something?
That also depends on, like, I mean, you could, but you're gonna have to beat it. You're gonna have to hit that dog at least once if you want it to stop digging. Because that's what dogs do. Dogs dig.
Maybe your dog
And you gotta beat that fucking nature out of them. That's how they made wolves dogs, dude. They just beat the shit out of them until they got smaller. Don't quote me
That's
on
why
that.
Chihuahuas are so aggressive.
Yeah, because they just got beat down, dude. And now they're, like, pissed about it. Makes sense, right?
Probably. Why does my dog eat his own feces? Because he's kinky, dude.
Dude, because it tastes like schnuzzles.
The dog wants to taste its food twice.
Yeah, dude, don't let your dog not eat twice, dog.
Why does my pet urinate and drink a lot? Because
you fucking give it water? I don't know, man. Fuck.
Dogs
pee. They have smaller bladders than you. What, do you think your dog's only going to pee as much as you are? It's like half the size of you, dumbass.
And also, I mean, look at your dog and look at you, guy, asking questions.
I bet the
number
person
10.
asking this is it probably has like a fucking chihuahua or something with like a tiny ass bladder and it's really old and so it's just got to pee all the time.
I can answer the drinking a lot part. It's probably because, like, if you look at your dog, the size comparison, and your lazy ass is asking this question, your dog probably moves a lot more than you, so it needs more water. It's fucking thirsty. It worked up a sweat, unlike you.
Fatty.
Question 10.
Question 10, fat ass question.
Can I give my pet Benadryl for allergies?
I don't think so. I would just avoid giving your pet human medicine at all.
You can give your dog any medicine. It's just,
You can give whatever
can your dog
you want.
handle its shit?
Yeah, you can give whatever you want to a dog, but that doesn't mean
I'd say
that nothing's gonna happen.
I'd say you can. Just make sure your dog doesn't drive after. Because it makes
Yeah, if that dog's operating any heavy machinery after that, then we're all fucked.
I've heard if you take like 40 Benadryl, you know, you can go on an
It like
adventure.
reverses. Oh, you get like laser focused.
Well, yeah, it's more like you just probably get really sick.
I know you can ban a trip.
But yeah, those are all the questions I got for things that neither of us are qualified to answer. Unless you have a dog I don't know about.
No, that was cool, man. I liked that. I liked that a lot.
Was the green screen bit funny? All the time was spent setting that up.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time setting that up, but I mean, I think we're doing good still.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful area.
Should we read An interview?
Yeah, let's rotate the view around though. Spin it.
Is it still...
Yeah, that's cool.
Is it rolling still? Welcome to our other studio. Oh, dude, we might catch a sunset.
Dude,
Yeah, so now we got a long time.
Yeah, that's in like another 3 hours
I
probably.
forgot the sun's setting at like 9:30 now.
Yeah, so we got a while for that. But, I mean, we could hang out here until then.
It is nice.
It is nice.
Did you know that baby giraffes rest their head on their butt when they sleep?
Okay.
It looks really crazy. We'll put a picture of it.
Right on the sun.
Right on the sun. Also, owls don't have eyeballs.
What?
Owls, they have eye tubes.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I guess their eyes are like cylindrical, like tubes. And that's why they swivel their head. Because their eyes can't go like roll side to side or up and down because they're tubes. It's like this.
Do they do that too? Do
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah, they zoom in, dude. Sick. They're like telescopes. Cows kill more people than sharks. Did you know that one? That was a pretty simple one. I feel like that one goes around a lot.
I've heard a lot of things kill more people than sharks.
I think, yeah. Sharks don't kill that many people.
No.
There's like less than like 30 shark attacks probably per year.
Mm-hmm. And there's even smaller people that die.
I am still afraid of sharks to this day, though, in any body of water I ever go into.
Fresh or not. Yeah. I'm scared turning on the sink.
African buffalo herds make decisions by voting.
Like with a ballot, or do like all in favor say
I guess one by one, the adult females will stand up, look in a particular direction, and then lay back down, and whichever direction gets the most looks is almost always where the herd goes.
Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought so. Do you want to read?
Sure. Let's see. Any of these names seem fun? Yeah. I forgot who we did. Oh, we did Jerry Seinfeld
Yeah, we did
last.
Jerry. Let's just go down the line. Let's do Louie.
Louie. Louie, you're gonna die. Oops. What page is Louie?
I mean, can't be much further. Oh, really? Where's the table of contents? Where's the table of content?
That's a good place to start. Yeah, 285.
Yeah, they are not in order from what they're on the back.
No, Jerry's interview is just really long.
Sick in the hill.
He's got a new one out.
New book? Yeah.
Okay. Who do you want to be?
I wanna be Judd.
Okay.
Louis C.K. is one of those people who are so brilliant and funny and uncompromising that sometimes I need to avoid their work. When I was writing this as 40, I made a point to never watch his TV show because I was aware that it was on one level about a middle-aged guy with 2 daughters, and if I watched it and loved it, I would probably feel like there was no need for me to make my movie. Only after I locked my film... Fuck, I can't read sideways. Only after I locked my film... What the fuck? Only after I locked my film did... Where?
Locked my film, did I go and binge watch it?
Oh.
So once he finished his
God, I'm done.
That's okay.
I also make a point of not watching too much of his stand-up because he's so prolific and covers so much ground. Watching him makes me feel like there's nothing left to talk about, and that everything has already been done, as well as it can be done, by Louis. He has raised the bar for all of us. It's worth noting that we conducted this interview in Louis' kitchen in New York City, and as we spoke, he made me a delicious dinner of steak and beans. For a moment, I felt like I was one of his kids, and I came away thinking, they have a pretty good situation here.
All right.
I was reading an article about you recently, and I saw you had an experience a little like mine. As a kid, I worked at a radio station. And you, somebody got you a job at a TV station?
Is it cool if I jerk off in here?
Yeah.
Then, yeah, I did.
I had a guy like that too. He ran the high school radio station and treated us like adults. He was the cool guy. He would curse, and he went to NYU with Martin Scorsese and taught film at the high school. And he made me think that you could do anything, even as a little kid. So I had a radio show and interviewed all these comics. And I'm wondering what that was like for you to have this teacher who said, I'm going to hook this kid up.
In junior high school, I did, like, nothing but drugs. I got in trouble all the time. I was a messed up kid, and then my first year of high school, I stopped all that and became a good student. But the problem was by then, all my friends from junior high had dropped out. Like, every one of them. One of my friends dropped out of high school after 1 year, and there was this kid, Neil, who lived a block from the high school, and there was this, and everybody would be there at his house, partying every day, from 9 in the morning when his parents left for work. Yeah, it's hard to read sideways.
Where did Neil's parents think the kids were?
They couldn't control it. Both parents worked. I mean, everybody knew. Everybody I knew was getting high, and nobody could do anything about it.
Did they assume the kids were going to get jobs when they were that young?
Everybody had jobs. I had a job. Sophomore year of high school, I worked at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Everybody worked at fast food places, so all these kids were told by their parents, the parents got together and said, just get out of school and work. The idea was that they were all going to come back to school a year later and try again. Anyways, all of a sudden, all of my friends were getting high every day, and I couldn't resist, so I just stopped going to school.
What grade is that? 10th?
10th grade. And before that, I was a great student. I was getting A's, and so there's this meeting with all my teachers and my mom. And my mom came, and they told her, your son's not coming to school. And my mom, who thought we were out of the woods, was like, God damn it. It was great meeting because I felt like I was able to be honest with it all. And my mom and I had been through a lot together. And I said, I'm having a hard time staying here. I get depressed in school, and it's hard. And one of my teachers, he was my homeroom teacher, he just said, well, you can't do nothing. He said, you don't have to go to school if it's not for you, but you can't do nothing. What do you want to do? And I said, well, geez, I'd like to make TV shows and movies. And he said, if I can get you a job in that area, will you do that? And I said, sure. And he came up to me the next day with a card, and he said, this is the number for the Continental Cablevision, the local cable company. They had a TV station. He said they hire interns and it doesn't pay anything, but you can go there and you can learn about television. And so I went to this place, and there were these people making television, and it was pretty. Did I skip it? No. And it was pretty good equipment, and they had a news show and sports and little art shows and stuff. So they explained, if you come here, we'll teach you how to use all this equipment, and you can do whatever you want. And I couldn't fucking believe it. Obviously, and I had to come down from that. Oh, that fucking hurt. That was brutal. There were a few of those kinds of things. I thought I was going to be on The Tonight Show with Carson. I got a call saying I was going to be on Oh!
Damn. Hi.
Hey guys,
What's up?
this is my backyard.
Oh, is it? We
Sorry.
thought this was the line.
Okay, we'll get out.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Want to be on the episode?
It's a really cool spot, I get it, but
Yeah. No, sorry, we'll leave.
okay.
All right, we'll pack up. That's a hour bad.
Yeah.
You can be a guest if you'd like, though.
What's your podcast about?
It's just two guys having a pretty good time.
It's called Pretty Good.
Pretty good podcast.
Sounds pretty good.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Where is the line? Just curious, the like property line. Is it that fence over? Is it yours?
So, you know how there's a destroyed bug down there?
Yeah.
There's a fence line that runs just past that on the other side.
Gotcha.
That's not ours. I don't
Noted.
know whose that is. You can do whatever you want on that. Okay.
We'll keep that in mind. Is the bug yours?
It is now. Yeah.
Do you know the story of it or who?
I don't know. It's from the 60s. It's like a 62. Has no engine. It got totally gutted. People like shot it up a bunch.
That's sick.
We flipped it over and tugged it across the property line. Nobody found it.
Oh, really?
Rad. Thanks for being nice.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry to be a bummer.
No, you're good.
We gotta
Some
keep
people would have
quick
just
lines
came
on
out
this
guns
shit.
a-blazing, so I
Yeah.
mean...
Last people here tried to start a fire. So
Oh,
that
fuck
makes me
that.
feel
Yeah, you definitely gotta watch out for that.
good. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
That concludes this episode.
I don't think it does have at some point. Yeah, I know. I just looked up and she was coming up the hill. I was like, whoa, where did she come from? Oh, wait, maybe it's that house.